What is up, guys? I'm back, Hadar from Growth Phonetics, and today I really want to talk to you about the reasoning that you actually get paid. I mean, a lot of people are out there and they always say, well, I'm only making $15 an hour, or I'm only making $20 an hour, and heck, there's some of us that are only making like $7 an hour minimum wage. I don't know what the minimum wage is. It's been a while since I actually made that, and I truly want to take the time to show you or tell you what the true reasoning behind your hourly rate, because a lot of us have this misconception of, well, I get paid $10 an hour because that's what the job pays, or that's my rate per hour, that's what my time is worth. And really, that's a big misconception, because hopefully when you're done with this video you would truly understand the reasoning of how much money you make, and the idea behind that. It will help you make better decisions in the long term, so hopefully you can increase the money that you're making an hour. Now, before I get all piled up and everything with all this information, I'm gonna go straight to the point. However, I do ask you that if you do like this video and you find it to be very helpful, to hit that like button and also subscribe for me, because it means the world for me that sharing knowledge is something I'm very passionate about, and if I could do it with a lot of people and you guys liking this video, it's gonna be shared. I would really, really, really appreciate that. That being said, let's jump into the video. So you get paid not for the time you put in and not because of the job title. You get paid because of the value add to the company. So for example, you got to ask yourself, hey, what's the difference between me, somebody that makes, I don't know, I'm just giving hypothetical numbers, $10 an hour versus somebody that makes $100 an hour. And then when you talk about $100 an hour, you're talking about salary. So let's compare somebody who is probably making, I don't know, $10 an hour being a warehouse worker versus a doctor or some sort of I don't know. I'm bad with science and stuff, but again, don't go jump on me, all bombard me here. But $100 an hour doctor. So the $100 an hour doctor, yes, they've had years of education and they had to go through a lot of training. I don't disagree with that, but the whole idea is not just about the training and the amount of level of education, it's about the value. So the $100 an hour doctor adds a lot more value. Their value of doing the job is a lot more difficult than a lot of people. Anybody can become a warehouse worker if they are physically in shape or they are trained pretty well on that job breakdown of that particular job. However, you cannot take somebody off the street and then train them how to be a surgeon. That's not how it works. So the whole idea here is that the doctor gets paid because of the value they add. Now, another example that doesn't require years of education and being in the medical field is being a company CEO. A company CEO doesn't have to flip burgers, or it doesn't have to work for 12 hours of physical job. But what they have to do is make ultimate decision making that impacts the whole operation of the entire business. For example, Disney. I think I've read, if I'm not mistaken, their CEO makes about $50 million a year. Well, you got to think about that. Why? Because the value that decision making, that CEO adds so much value to the company that, I mean, revenue from Disney is billions of dollars a year. So you think if you're making $1 billion, you're not going to pay your CEO $50 million? That's a chunk of change. But they wouldn't make that billions of dollars worth of revenue a year without that CEO actually making that decision making. So the right decisions for the company. So it's just about the value. Now, the question is, how can you increase your value? Well, let's think about this for a second. Being in school, it's one of the ways to increase your value, but it's not a necessity, because listen, I have graduated with 3 majors and a minor, and I make good, comfortable amount of living right now because I'm an operations manager and something that I'm very passionate about, and I run my little business on the side that obviously because of the pandemic got impacted like a lot of small businesses. However, the idea is that a lot of people say, well, the only way I can add value to myself is by maybe getting a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or a PhD. That is really not entirely true. It all depends on what you want to do and accomplish in life. There's a lot of different jobs out there, or a lot of businesses, or a lot of services that you don't necessarily need to have an advanced degree in order for you to make money. For example, I'll give you just an example. That all depends on the tariffs and all that stuff. If you are a property manager here in Pennsylvania, not in Philadelphia, we're talking about more like in the Lancaster area, it's a smaller scale level city. You can make a comfortable living as long as you have clients. And what I mean by that is property management here is about 6%, which is not as huge as something in Atlantic City, which is a tourism place that charges 12%. But the idea here is that you property manage other people, and the value that you add is through what? It's through education, meaning like you don't have to go to school there. There's no such thing as a property management degree. There's a management degree, but it's something that you learn by yourself. For example, you can develop that knowledge by reading books and also working for a property management company as a manager or somebody that is an agent. And you do that for X amount of years, and then you scale your own business. Another thing too as well is being a plumber, being an electrician. This is not necessarily a degree, but you still got to be trained, expand your knowledge in order for you to become valuable, and you add value. And that's why there's a lot of demand in electrician and plumbing, because A, there's not a lot of people that know how to do that. Two, not everybody wants to play around with electricity or you know what. And then three, it takes a lot of discipline time to actually get through that and put a lot of hours of your lifetime, and not a lot of people are very passionate about that and they don't like that. So truly, school route is not the only way. It is one of the ways, but you got to think up outside of the box. For example, one of the ways you can make a lot of money is by providing some services like marketing, online marketing. Do you have to have a degree? No, you can learn that from YouTube. You can learn that from courses. There's a lot of people out there that are considered to be gurus, but you got to watch out. But there's a lot of free content on YouTube that shows you, literally walks you through how to be a successful or an efficient or a very professional pro kind of like marketing expert in social media. Do you think a lot of businesses don't want these services? Absolutely they want. As a matter of fact, with this whole pandemic going on, a lot of stores are actually closing down, and the only way you can really think about it is we're going through a whole semi-recession, but that recession is moving stores into online businesses. So the future is online businesses. Everybody wants to shop online because it's going to be the safest route. And then as demand goes in operations, as far as like purchases and stuff online, the more demand in marketing, online marketing will be, right? So you can actually literally start getting that knowledge base now, starting right now, going on YouTube and searching other marketing. Don't worry, I am not trying to sell you a course here. I am truly just trying to help you get more money, because why not? And then here's the thing. So once you get enough amount of knowledge, then you got to be practical. Then you got to apply what you've learned. And that's the only way truly that you'll be able to be good. Don't be afraid of failing and making mistakes. That's how we learn as human beings. Once you do that and you feel comfortable, then you can drive a little bit of results. Maybe you can find a family member or a friend or somebody random online that you can apply your new skills for free and see if it works out. If it doesn't, start learning and continue on learning. I mean, if you come up to me and tell me, hey, Hadar, I will offer you free social media marketing for your products, I just want to learn, I'll tell you, hey, I'll be more than happy to have you as long as you use your account. I am all down to it. You're not going to be playing with my money. So these are the type of things that you want to start doing. And then behold, after a couple of years, it does take some time, right? I mean, me looking at the camera right now and talking to you is not like born with it. No, it just took me some time to actually learn how to be comfortable and looking at the lenses when I'm talking to people, which is very weird at the beginning, but I'm glad I got the hang of it. So this whole idea is that no, you don't have to be educated. You don't have to be a doctor to make $100 an hour. You have the freedom of technology and the internet to develop your own skills. They would add value and become more valuable than other individuals, that then we get you more compensated. And let me tell you something. The only way you can increase in adding more money is by being a professional, by being an expert in one field. And that's something I've lacked personally, because throughout the years, you know, if you tell me, hey, how can you be a marketing online, I could show you how to do that. Hey, how can you sell? I can show you how to sell, make a sale. I could show you how to negotiate. I can show you how to be comfortable talking and engaging with people, but I'm not an expert in one of these. So that's why I'm not making a lot of money. People that are experts in the field and they add the value in a particular field are the ones that make most money, because they're the greatest. They're not good, they're not your average, they're the greatest. If you have somebody, a social media marketer that is just a beginner, that just knows how to drive sales, and they have an average of 1,000 sales a month, versus one person that has a dramatic history of making millions of dollars for businesses a year, who do you think are going to be charging more for their expertise and experiences? Obviously the millions of dollars a year, because they've spent significant amount of time of their time freedom into dedicating into expanding their knowledge, and as a result they were able to provide you a higher service and a better service level than somebody who's just a beginner, and that's why you pay them more. So be an expert, increase your value. That's how you truly make money. That's how you truly make your own rate an hour, not be told or be shown how to make your rate per hour. That's that you control of what you do in life. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was extremely helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, and you have a blessing, nice day. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.